2014 budget had plenty of good news on the subject of pensions and investments that will be of real benefit to the contractor community. This was a budget day aimed squarely at mass affluent savers and also to those older, disenchanted voters who may have felt drawn to UKIP in recent years. Osborne has embraced the notion that savers can be trusted to make sensible choices in their retirement and do not need to be shackled with countless penalties and restrictions regarding how they access their post-retirement funds. For those contractors who have old money purchase pensions from previous employers, well, from 2015 the straitjacket is well and truly off in terms of how you access your money. Gone is the requirement to transfer to a personal pension or otherwise risk having to buy a rigid annuity-based income instead. Having taken 25% of your fund as tax-free cash under current rules, you will still have the option of buying an annuity or transferring to a personal pension drawdown arrangement, but for the first time, you can now cash in your pension altogether. If you choose this exciting new option, you will now avoid a punitive 55% tax charge that is currently levied, and instead have these funds simply added to your earnings and subject to income tax. The Chancellor also implied that these new encashment rules will be relevant for personal pensions next year too. To help immediately pave the way to this brave new world of pensions flexibility, a raft of measures will come into force this month to release many of the constraints that currently apply to personal pensions. Flexible drawdown currently allows clients with 20k per annum guaranteed income, saved from a final salary or state pension, to draw out their full fund, subject to income tax at the marginal tax rates. This guaranteed limit now falls from 20k per annum to 12k per annum. In addition, the so-called triviality rules have been relaxed, irrespective of the presence of guaranteed income. Current rules allow the encashment at age 60 or above, again subject to 25% cash, tax-free cash, and then income tax, of two pensions of up to 2k each. These rules are now being moved substantially higher, and you can access 3 pots up to 10k each. In addition, the overall fund value triviality limit stands at 18k, and this is being increased to £30,000, which will allow you to access the entire fund without waiting until next year if your pot is no larger than 30,000. Again, the 25% tax-free rule applies and income tax is applied on the lump sum. Finally, those clients who prefer not to buy a rigid annuity with their personal pension and instead transfer to a standard capped drawdown arrangement currently have their maximum income restricted to 120% of government so-called GAD, gilt yield-based income limits. These rules are changing to allow 150% of GAD, meaning contractors will be able to draw far more from their fund, even though gilt yields remain stubbornly low. At Contractor Financials, we are very excited about the potential of these rule changes. Whilst we've been beating the drum for well over a decade now about the unbeatable tax breaks associated with pension investment, the rigid nature of how you access those funds in retirement has undeniably been a turn-off for many. Now contractors will be able to exploit the upfront tax benefits, grow a fund tax efficiently, but then have access to the bulk of their money at or during retirement. Pension investment will also become a key plank of estate planning, gifting pensions through the ages. It's great to have good news to report after several years of reduced allowances and income restrictions. To learn more, please give us a call now on 01420 488 884.